story about Jackass. Because people get kind of interested in that, like, you know, there's a lot of people that ask me all the time, they're like, damn, Steve-O, is there any fucked up shit you won't do? You know? And aside from the obvious shit that I will not do, like hold down any kind of a real job, which I will not fucking do. There's one thing you guys might have heard of. So it happened when we were filming our first Jackass movie. There was an idea where I was going to take a toy car and stick it up my fucking asshole, like all the way up my asshole, you know what I mean? Like all the way. You know, I had stuck a lot of shit up my ass, like fireworks and shit, chicken, but I never put anything all the way up my fucking asshole like that, you know? But I said, fuck it, dude, I'm gonna do it. You know? I'm gonna stick a toy car all the way up my fucking asshole. And then I'm gonna go to the hospital and I'm gonna say, my butt hurts. Can I have an x-ray? It was gonna be awesome. But the thing was, my dad called me up and I told him the idea. Something about the way my dad said, oh no. Told me that I couldn't do it to him. I had to back out. So I said to the guys, man, I told my Jackass buddies, I said, hey man, there's no way I'm putting that car up my butt. I can't do it to my dad. I told him instead though, that what I can do is I can drink a whole fucking beer through my nose. I said, you guys make me a special beer bong where the hose forks into two thinner hoses. And what I'll do is I'll put the hoses in my nostrils and I'll fucking beer bong a whole beer through my nose. Well, this is what happened, man. My buddies made me the beer bong, and I showed up, I filled it up, I put it in my nose, and I fucking pounded it. But then none of my buddies even giggled. And then Johnny Knoxville said, dude, that fucking sucked. Stick it up your ass. To which I automatically replied, we already established I don't put shit up my butt. Which would have got me off the hook just fine. I would have been free and clear. But then I foolishly added, and it probably wouldn't work anyway. Which fucked me. Because now we gotta find out if it's gonna work. Because first and foremost, we're scientists, man. So I realize I'm about to pop my butt cherry with a fucking beer bomb. And to make it worse, they chopped off those thinner hoses, so I'm staring down the barrel of a dick-thick, girthy-ass fucking beer bong hose, man. And I'm gonna stick it right up my ass. So I decided, I said, fuck it, man. You know, I got completely naked. Dick and balls naked. I laid down on the ground and I just stuck it right in there, man. And it was shocking how easily it glided right in. Right up my fucking ass, man. I was mortified to have all my buddies standing around, watch that thing go up my fucking butthole that easy. So I'm laying there, and it's going up in the air. My buddies pour a whole fucking beer into the beer bong. I'm laying there, nothing's really happening, but I can feel this cold beer inside my asshole. And then all of a sudden I try and I give a little kick. And lo and behold, the level of beer dropped. My fucking asshole took a gulp. And I'm like trying to figure it out, and I'm wiggling around, and I'm kicking, I'm getting a rhythm. All of a sudden, my fucking butthole is guzzling the beer. My buddy's chugging the beer. But now I don't know if it was because I had not slept, I had not eaten, I had done nothing but cocaine for 3 days. But as much as that beer was was going in my asshole, all this murky, brown, fucking shit was coming out. It was like watching your Budweiser turn into a Sam Adams. This fucking beer's getting darker and darker, man. And my buddies decided that they couldn't watch it anymore, so they called it off. And out comes the beer bomb. They take it away. And now I'm laying there with all this beer in my ass. And I start giggling. And I squeeze my ass a little bit. And then all of a sudden my butthole spit. It looked like my butthole was chewing tobacco. Yeah. And then I started giggling a little bit more, and I got my butt way up in the air. I'm all up on my shoulders. And I shit the rest of that beer right into my mouth. I know. I don't think anybody ever shit into their own mouth before, but I did. And the craziest thing about it was that wasn't in the fucking movie, man. I asked the director, I said, why the fuck was that not in the movie? And he said, because it was illegal. I know. You know, I'm going to tell you this one story, right? It's about me getting my dick sucked. Alright? Here's how it went down, so it's pretty crazy. I was in Texas, right? I got to talking to this pretty cute chick. I said to this girl, I said, I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. Do you think you could give me a ride to my hotel? And she says, sure. So we leave right away and we're getting into her car. And her two friends come running around. They say, Steve-o, do you want two more girls? I'm like, okay. So I get in the car with 3 girls. No, just me and 3 girls. And we're heading to my hotel, and I'm sitting in the back seat. I'm fucking panicking. Because I'm thinking, this is the worst possible time to be a premature ejaculator. Because that's what I am. I'm a premature fucking ejaculator. So I'm thinking, there's no way that all 3 of these girls are gonna get a turn. I'm like, all 3 of these girls aren't even gonna get a look at my dick without it exploding. So I'm all stressed out. So we get back to the hotel. And I open up the door to my room. And we all walk in. And I get on the bed with the original girl, while the 2 extra girls are just lurking in the doorway like bouncers. And now, the less beautiful extra girl, she says to the more beautiful extra girl, she says, so are we here to cock block, or are we stepping in? And the more beautiful extra girl points at the bed and says, get in there and make yourself useful. So I'm laying there on the bed, and I feel these 2 hands lightly tickling their way up my legs. And they're getting closer and closer. And I'm thinking, why are you doing that? Fucking stop! Because I'm starting to think fucking nobody's gonna get a turn. And then all of a sudden, out comes my wiener. And the less beautiful extra girl, she starts giving me the fucking toothiest blowjob you ever heard of in your life. Yeah. She's like, it was like a fucking crocodile was trying to suck my dick. Well, that's nice. fucking chick has my dick in a goddamn death roll. She's like, and I'm laying there thinking, fuck yeah, she's keeping me in the game. It was like Shark Week on my dick, and that was what I needed. It was fucking amazing. But then it wasn't her turn anymore. So now the more beautiful extra girl, she starts sucking my wiener, and pretty much right away, I can tell she's doing way too good of a job. I'm about to come, and I don't want to come. So I freaked out and I shoved her off. I'm like, oh! And then I stuck my dick back into the jaws of hell. I was so thankful for having an ugly girl chewing on my dick. Because it was a miracle. All three girls got a turn. So now, the original girl, she starts sucking my wiener, and I can't take it anymore. I tell her, I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come. But I didn't say it like that. I said, ugh. Because you gotta say something, you know? If you don't say anything, that's fucking rude, man. That's right, I know it. You gotta alert a lady, and I'll tell you why. One time, I blew a load in a girl's mouth with no warning at all. Not even a courtesy grunt. I know. That's so rude. I know. Well, now this is what happened. This girl held it in her mouth. She came back up and went to give me a kiss. And she fucking spit that shit into my mouth. And I didn't even see it coming. And I swallowed it. No, I'm totally kidding. I didn't fucking swallow it. No way. No way. That was when I found out I'm a spitter. I didn't swallow it, but it was in there long enough for me to know what it tastes like. It tastes like shame. I mean, I don't know if I was really ashamed. I mean, whatever. I had a mouthful of my own cum, right? There wasn't anything to be ashamed about. But one time, I got my dick sucked by a transvestite. I did. Oh yeah, but no, you see, I didn't know it was a transvestite. That was really rude. What happened was, okay, cool, man. There was this person, and I was told that person was a hermaphrodite, meaning they had like a dick and a pussy. But I was assured that that person had an operation to remove their dick. So I was like, cool, man. You know, I went for it. I spent the night with that person, and we snuggled in each other's arms. But then a while after that, I was talking to my buddy, the very famous Dr. Drew. Now, Dr. Drew, when I told him about the hermaphrodite, he said, God, Steve-O, there's no such thing as hermaphrodites. He said what happened was a dude sucked your dick. And I was like, shit, Drew. You would expect a dude to do a way better job. You know? Like, but I didn't let it bother me. There's been a lot of girls that look way more like a dude than that dude did. You know? That didn't bother me that much at all. But you know what I think? I think maybe we should talk about ass fucking. Do you guys like ass fucking? You know?